In 1994, I made this drill press cabinet. It has 13 drawers, and it's one of the best things I've done. It's held my drill press. When I built it originally, I had a different benchtop drill press, but I got this one a few years later because it has the variable speed, which I like. So, it's got 13 drawers, and it's where I keep all my things. I've always kept it at the end of my bench where I can get to things quickly, because there's a lot of storage here for all the things that you use daily. For the drill press, I built a table and a fence. The table has a removable insert, which comes in and out so you can change it. And I've got several of the inserts stored down here. And then I have the two tables with hold downs that I can use, a fence, and stops that I need. And then I've also made other flat stops or fences that help me. The secret is really in the drawers. I store all kinds of things. I bought a few hole saws, then I went to Harbor Freight. I usually don't like buying inexpensive, cheap tools, but I use them so rarely, I bought a whole set for a real inexpensive price. When I need something good, I sharpen them. Here, it's at the end of my workbench. I've got my drills, I've got my screw drills, countersinks, and so all these good tools, all my drivers, all of these things that you use on every project. I've got a variety of bits. I have auger bits, I have brad point bits, and then I have a bunch of extras and some countersinks. So, this index I've had since about 1980, all of these drills. They're just standard twist drills. I finally bought a set of brad point drills when they went on sale. Very handy. Have more countersinks. I have doweling centers, and just various drill bits. Additionally, I've got little fixtures that I've made, things to hold things. I built a small shaker chair for my daughter, and I used these little V-blocks. And then I've got other V-blocks that I've used for drilling in the center of different parts. Variety of hold downs. Here are my inserts, extra inserts, which I made a bunch when I made it, and so I can change those when needed. Additional drills, rasps, other drilling type jigs. I used to keep my drill indexes here. So I do have another metric drill index, which I've used quite a bit. Some more auger bits, some scrapers, some clamps and hold downs, a vise that I actually made. So I've got my Forstner bits. I bought them on sale. This was actually one set. I cut the box apart so it fit in this cabinet. And I have used the 3-inch Forstner bit a couple times for different projects. And I forgot, I keep a couple tap sets in here, so they come in handy. Got my spindle sanders. I have letter and number stamps, which I've used. And just a bunch of tools. I collect tools when they're on sale or I find a really good price, or even at auctions. So I have a mortising attachment for my drill press. It's worked out well. Made a lot of projects with it. And finally, a catch-all drawer. All kinds of these I use to hold wood up and keep it parallel. Just different standoffs and blocks that I use for my drill press operations. And a couple fixtures. Additionally, I also put a power strip on the side, which is handy. Behind the drill press, I keep a speeds and feeds chart. It's put out by Wood Magazine, and it's very nice. It shows you what speeds you should run all your different drill bits at. It's a very handy chart, and I've used it for decades. I also have a fraction and decimal chart. It shows me what I need to know, especially when I'm using metric drill bits, and it also has my tap drill sizes. So, very handy to have these behind your drill press. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and ring the bell. I appreciate you watching the Johnsonville Woodworker.